Breaking news for South African pensioners. In a groundbreaking announcement, Sassa has revealed a substantial 13.5% increase in pension grants for recipients aged 55 and above, set to take effect in July 2025. This unprecedented raise has sent waves of excitement through communities nationwide. Stay tuned as we break down everything you need to know about this life-changing development. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today, we are bringing you explosive news that's going to impact millions of South African pensioners. Before we dive into these amazing details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated with the latest Sassa news and grant information. In what can only be described as a landmark decision, the South African Social Security Agency, Sassa, has just announced a remarkable 13.5% increase in pension grants for beneficiaries aged 55 and above, scheduled to commence in July 2025. This unexpected move has left many South Africans stunned and delighted, as it represents one of the most significant raises in recent history. Let's break down what this means for you or your loved ones who are receiving Sassa pension grants. The current standard old age pension grant will see a substantial increase, reflecting the government's commitment to improving the lives of senior citizens in South Africa. This decision comes after careful consideration of various factors, including the rising cost of living, inflation rates, and the particular challenges faced by older citizens in our current economic climate. The announcement has been met with widespread approval from social welfare organizations and advocacy groups who have long campaigned for better support for South Africa's elderly population. This increase is not just a number, it represents real change in the lives of millions of pensioners who rely on these grants for their daily survival. For those wondering about the specific details, the new increase will be automatically applied to all qualifying beneficiaries. There is no need for additional applications or paperwork if you're already in the system. However, it's crucial to ensure that your Sassa information is up to date and that you meet all the current requirements to avoid any disruptions in your grant payments. The 13.5% increase will be calculated based on the current grant amount, and we'll now look at exactly what this means in terms of actual figures. This raise represents the government's recognition of the vital role that social grants play in supporting vulnerable members of our society, particularly in the face of ongoing economic challenges. One of the most significant aspects of this announcement is its timing. By announcing the increase well in advance of its implementation date, Sassa has given beneficiaries ample time to plan their finances and adjust their budgets accordingly. This forward-thinking approach has been praised by financial experts who emphasize the importance of financial planning for grant recipients. The increase will affect different categories of pensioners differently, depending on their current grant amount and additional supplements they might be receiving. For instance, those who receive additional care dependency grants or disability supplements will see their total payment adjusted accordingly, with the 13.5% increase applied to the base pension amount. It's important to note that this increase comes with certain responsibilities for beneficiaries. Sassa continues to emphasize the importance of using these funds wisely and maintaining accurate personal information in their system. Recipients are encouraged to keep their Sassa cards safe and to never share their PIN numbers with anyone, as these security measures become even more crucial with the increased grant amounts. For those wondering about the sustainability of this increase, Sassa has assured that thorough financial planning and budgeting have been conducted to ensure the long-term viability of this raise. The increase has been carefully calculated to balance the needs of beneficiaries with the country's financial capabilities. The announcement has also sparked discussions about the broader impact on South Africa's economy. Economic analysts suggest that this increase could have a positive ripple effect on local economies, as pensioners typically spend their grants within their communities, supporting local businesses and services. For new applicants who will be eligible for the pension grant by July 2025, it's important to start preparing your application well in advance. The standard requirements remain the same. You must be a South African citizen, permanent resident, or refugee, meet the age requirement, and pass the means test. However, with the increased amount coming into effect, more people might find themselves eligible under the means test criteria. Sassa has also announced that they will be conducting extensive information campaigns in the months leading up to July 2025 to ensure that all beneficiaries understand their new entitlements and any associated responsibilities. This will include community outreach programs, social media campaigns, and partnerships with local organizations to spread awareness. The increase is particularly significant when considering the historical context of pension grants in South Africa. This 13.5% raise represents one of the most substantial increases since the establishment of the social grant system, reflecting the government's commitment to addressing income inequality and providing better support for older citizens. For those concerned about how this increase might affect other benefits or supplements they receive, Sassa has clarified that this raise will not negatively impact any other social assistance programs. In fact, it may lead to improved circumstances for many households where pensioners support extended family members. The timing of the increase in July 2025 aligns with the government's fiscal year planning and allows for proper budgeting and implementation. It also gives financial institutions and relevant stakeholders time to adjust their systems and processes to accommodate the new grant amounts. Recipients are encouraged to start planning now for how they will manage their increased grants effectively. Financial advisors suggest creating or adjusting budgets to make the most of the additional funds while maintaining responsible spending habits. This might include setting aside some of the increase for savings or essential healthcare needs. The announcement has also led to discussions about the future of social security in South Africa. Many see this increase as a positive step toward more comprehensive social protection for elderly citizens, possibly paving the way for further improvements in the social security system. For those who assist elderly relatives with their Sassa grants, it's important to understand how this increase will affect household budgets and planning. Family members are encouraged to help their elderly relatives make informed decisions about managing their increased grants effectively. Sassa has emphasized that the increase will be implemented automatically, but beneficiaries should ensure their contact details and banking information are up to date. This can be done at any Sassa office or through their official online platforms. It's crucial to use only official Sassa channels to avoid falling victim to scams or fraud. The announcement has also highlighted the need for financial literacy programs targeting pension grant recipients. Sassa has indicated that they will be working with various organizations to provide guidance on money management and making the most of the increased grant amounts. For those wondering about the application of the increase to different categories of pensioners, Sassa has confirmed that the 13.5% raise will be applied uniformly to all qualifying beneficiaries aged 55 and above. This ensures fairness and consistency in the implementation of the increase. The impact of this increase extends beyond individual beneficiaries. Communities are expected to benefit as increased spending power among pensioners often leads to improved local economic activity. Small businesses and service providers in particular may see positive effects from this development. Looking ahead, Sassa has indicated that they will continue to monitor the effectiveness of this increase and its impact on beneficiaries' lives. This data will be valuable in planning future adjustments and improvements to the social grant system. It's worth noting that this increase represents more than just financial support, it's an acknowledgement of the vital role that older citizens play in our society and the importance of ensuring their dignity and well-being in their senior years. As we approach July 2025, Sassa will be releasing more detailed information about the implementation process and any specific actions beneficiaries need to take. It's important to stay informed through official Sassa channels and avoid relying on unofficial sources of information. Remember to share this information with anyone you know who might be affected by this increase. Knowledge is power, and ensuring that all eligible beneficiaries are aware of their new entitlements is crucial for the success of this initiative.